Hey ladies, hopefully you guys are having a great Thursday. I know this is all new to you, so you're probably still navigating these waters, but hopefully you found this video and you're ready to go. We are getting ready to start our section on practicing personal safety, and we're going to start with household hazards. But before we get into that, I want to talk about some biblical application with this. Proverbs 22:3 says, "The prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and pay the penalty." Basically, this is telling us that if we see danger, we should probably avoid it. We should run, we should hide. The simple, they keep going and pay the penalty. And so to put that frankly, sometimes that can lead to scary things like injuries, or it can lead to horrific things like death. So we're going to talk about ways to avoid this. It's not meant to scare us, but it is meant to introduce us to things and get us ready for that. 1 Thessalonians 5:6 kind of echoes it. It says, "So then let us not be like others who are asleep, but let us be awake and sober." So that means that we also need to be aware of our surroundings, that we need to not just go through life haphazardly, but we have to think through our actions and be awake and have a full mind that is focused when we're doing these things. So let's start with household hazards in general. Do you think your home is safe? Are there things you should be looking out for? Obviously, I don't want you to walk around your house in fear because there's no need for that, but there are certain things in our house that can lead to dangers. If you look on the right side over here, you'll see the top 15 leading causes of death in the U.S. I'm going to move this because I'm not used to having me down here. But the number 1 is diseases of the heart, number 2 is cancer, and number 3 is, surprisingly, accidents or unintentional injuries. So we're going to talk about those and ways to avoid those. So let's start with electrocution. Anybody in here ever been electrocuted? I once actually touched a fence that had a slight electrocution. It wasn't like a big deal, it wasn't crazy, but I was playing hide and seek with my cousin, and they lived next to a horse farm, and so to keep the horses in, they slightly electrocute the fence, which is kind of sad now that I'm thinking about it. But anyways, I went and hid up against it, and I remember like shaking, and it was a little scary, but I survived. It was only low voltage. But with this, we just want to use common sense. Make sure you never plug in an appliance while your hands are wet. Believe it or not, you should dry it off before you do that. Be cautious when using electrical appliances near a sink. This is huge for girls. We're constantly straightening our hair, blow drying our hair, curling our hair, doing all kinds of things with our hair. At least I am. If not, maybe I'll show y'all one day because we're doing this video thing. But anyways, be wise with that. Avoid power tools in the rain. I'm not sure if you girls use power tools. If you do, I'm proud of you. I have used a blower before, but obviously we want to do that. Check for damaged cords. A lot of people don't realize that damaged cords can lead to a lot of the problems. Make sure you don't plug too many tools or appliances that can overload the circuit and cause it to explode. Well, catch fire more than explode, but it'll sizzle first. A lot of people accidentally do that with things like heaters, actually, so be careful with that. If it happens, we don't want it to happen, but if it does happen, make sure you never touch a victim who is still in contact with the power source. If you've ever seen the videos, the people are like shaking like crazy. Well, that's a real thing. If you touch that victim, the electricity can go in through them into you, and then it can be bad for both of you. So our first inclination would be to help. You don't want to do that. If it's possible, you want to unplug the item or turn off the switch or power. Or remove the person from the power source with a non-metal object. So like get a big broom, wooden broom handle, make sure it's not wet because wet things conduct electricity, but use that to push them or pull them away from it. So that is all we're actually going to talk about today. I know this is shocking. I've only been talking for 4 minutes, but you guys do have a quick video I want you guys to watch and then answer some questions. So the video will be on an assignment on the Porter called Household Hazards Part 1. It's actually connected to this as well. But the link is on, I guess I should say, is on there. You're going to watch the video and then you're going to answer a few questions that are attached to this assignment at the bottom. This is technically not going to be due until Friday because if you watched our Welcome Back video, everything's going to be due on Wednesdays and Fridays. But go ahead and get it done now, and if you want to submit it early, that's fine, but if you can't submit it until tomorrow, that's fine. and answer those questions. And I look forward to seeing your feedback. I hope you girls are having a lovely week. If you need anything, please reach out to me, and I will see you all soon. Bye.